let's make sure I'm actually recording this. Okay, there we go. So 8-7 math, lesson 36. So we're working with ratios and simple probability. So can someone read the definition of a ratio for me? Oasis, go for it. Ah, that's an issue. Jaden, can you read the definition of a ratio for me? It's on page 242. Yes, you are describing a relationship between two numbers. So I'm showing you 4 different ways of listing a ratio. Okay, so 4 different ways, which I've gone over with in some math this year. I can't remember which math I already did this with. So we have the 3, 2, 4, which is the very first example. So the one I just circled. That's one example when you're saying 3, 2, 4. That's one example of doing ratios. We also have fraction form, 3/4. Okay. Then we have decimal form, just saying 0.75. And then 3 with a colon. So those 2 dots right there, 4. So all of these are saying the exact same thing when they are referring to ratios. Okay, so let's try example 1, because I know that part is review from, I think it's 7-6 math. I think that's who I did it with. Did I do it with you guys too? I think I did it with 7-6 too, because I remember helping one of the 7-6 kids with it. So example 1, in a group of 28 children, there are 12 boys. 12 boys. I'm assuming they're asking for girls. Yep. What is the boy to girl ratio? What is the boy to girl ratio? How do I do this? Bethy?
Can I do it on the board?
Yeah, go for it. Go do it on the board. And then what is the girl to boy ratio? Aries, can you go do that one on the opposite board? Make sure you got your mask when you're heading up. So they said that there are 28 children total. I really want to say chillin'. And then there are 12 boys. How many girls? Bethy is figuring that out for us right now. Yeah, girls, boys. So first off, how many girls are there? How many girls are there? Yes. No, yours is boy to girl ratio. Aries is girl to boy ratio. So you guys found out that there are 16 total girls. So that's good. So we're going to do boy to girl, and then we're going to do girl to boy ratio. Okay, so for boy to girl, which is what Bethy did, she wrote 12, which was the number of boys, to 16, which was the number of girls. For girl to boy, which is what Aries did, I think he wrote 16 to 12. Yes, so that is another way that we can do it, which is what I'm going to show you right now. So that is the reduced form is what Aries did up there. So Aries, how did you do that? Exactly, you just divide them by their greatest common factor. So 16 divided by 4 is 4, and then 12 divided by 4 is 3, and you just do that for the other one as well. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So it's a 3-to-4 ratio or a 4-to-3 ratio. So simplifying your answer, very important. Okay, so that is example number 1. All right, so example 2, let me see what example 2 says here. Yeah, let's do that one. So example 2, the team won 4 out of 7 games. Wait, the team won 4 to 7 of its games and lost the rest. Okay, what was the team's win-loss ratio? What was the team's win-loss ratio? So what was my total number of wins What was my total number of wins? Yes, William. Yep. So wins is on top.
And the total of wins and plays on top.
Yep. So the total. Exactly. So we're going to subtract the total, which was 7, minus 4, which was our number of wins. So 7 minus 4 is going to give me 3 losses. So they want to know the win-loss ratio. So I would just list it wants me to list wins first and then losses. So what would my win-loss ratio be then, Courtney? Yep, 4 to 3. 4 to 3. Yep, yep. Yes, Caleb.
If it says less than 4, can it not be 4?
What do you mean less than 4?
Say like this is like a number less than 4, can it not be 4? It can't be 4.
Yeah. Yep. If it was less than or equal to, then yes. Yep. So example 3, in the bag, there are red marbles and green marbles. If the ratio of red marbles to green marbles is 4 to 5, what is the fraction of marbles that are red? So Caleb, help me out on this one. So we are on page 243, example 3. So in the bag, there are red marbles. There are also green marbles. If the ratio of red marbles to green marbles is 4 to 5, so for red to green, it is 4 to 5. What is the fraction of marbles that are red? What's the fraction of marbles that are red? 4 over 9, yep. So how did you get that? Yep, so you added those two together. So 4 plus 5, that's our bottom number. So that's our total. And then you said, well, they wanted to know the red number. So I will put the 4 on top. So guys, if you're turning homework in right now, don't turn your homework in. That is for this week, or are you doing last week's? Stapling stuff? Oh, okay. Sounds good. Just making sure you're not turning stuff in. Yeah. Okay. So that was example 3. Probability. So probability is always fun, especially when they give you a little spinner or a dice. So probability. Abby, can you read the definition of probability on page 244 for me? Yes, so the likelihood that a particular event will occur. So what they have there is probability equals the number of favorable outcomes over the number of possible outcomes. So your total number of outcomes is on the bottom, and then the favorable outcomes on top. All right, so let's try example 4 using that method. So example 4, a single dot cube is rolled. What is the number, or what is the probability of rolling? So part A, what's the probability of rolling a 4 on a normal dice? Oasis? 1 over 6. How'd you get that?
There's 6 sides.
Yep, there's 6 sides on a dice, and there's only 1 4 on a 6-sided dice, so it would be 1 over 6. Good. Right. Exactly. Yep. So a number greater than 4, a number greater than 4, what would be the probability of that? Courtney? Yep, a number greater than 4. So how many numbers on a dice are there?
6.
Yep, there's 6 total numbers. And we want to know the number that it's greater than 4. So how many numbers are there bigger than 4 on a dice? Yep, there's just 2. There's 5 and 6. So when I reduce that, so 2 over 6, that would equal 1 over 3. because I'm just taking the top and bottom divided by 2. Yeah, William? 33 and 1/3%. Yep. So letter C, a number greater than 6. Ooh, this is one of those trick questions, Caleb. A number greater than 6. What would be the probability of that? On a dice. Normal dice. There's a 100% chance? You have 0% because it's, exactly. So there is a 0 out of 6 chance because how many sides are there on a dice? There's 6. A number greater than 6, well, you're not going to get anything. You're going to be losing all your money if you're betting on a number greater than 6.
I'm betting $1,000 on my number dice.
Who bet 7?
Exactly.
I bet on
How about number 8? I bet
I bet on a number greater than 1.
Yeah. Okay, so letter D, a number less than 7. So that would just be a 100% chance. Number less than 7 would be a 100% chance because it's every single side. Okay, so example 5. Let's do example 5. Okay, so I'm going to draw the spinner. Oh, thanks.
You made the little arrow.
Yep. Oh, thanks. Okay, so the face of a spinner is divided into 5 equal sections and is numbered as shown, so 1 through 5. If the spinner is spun, what is the probability of the spinner stopping on a 3? So what's the probability of it stopping on a 3, Abby? What's the probability of the spinner stopping on the number 3? What was that? 4? How'd you get that? So if my little arrow guy lands on the number 3, it stops right on the number 3. What would be the chances of it landing on there? How many total sides are there, Abby? Yep, there's 5 total. And how many number 3s are there on that spinner? Just 1, yep. So my probability of that happening would be a 1 out of 5 chance. 1 out of 5.
So how you would do it is how many slots are there and how many of the numbers.
Exactly. So 5, that represents, the total, and then on top, that's the highest number of outcomes likely. So it's just 3. So
It's a 20% chance.
it's a 20% chance, exactly. I don't want to clear it all yet. So what are the odds of it not stopping on a 3? What are the odds of it not stopping on a 3, Jaden? What are the odds of this spinner not stopping on a 3? Yeah, not stopping. Yep, 4 out of 5. Yep, perfect. 80% chance. Yeah.
Is the 4 bigger on purpose? You have to bring that
Which 4?
4 and circle. The size of that.
You just make it.
No, I'm just not good at drawing on this thing.
Aha. Bad.
Okay. Ooh, I like this example. Example 6. This is our last one, I think. Yay. Okay, example 6. The face of a spinner is divided into 1/2 and 2/4 as shown. What is the probability of the spinner stopping on 3? This is a good one. So half of it is 1, and then it's divided into quarters. Okay, so there is my spinner. So, and it's asking, what is the probability of the spinner stopping on 3? What's the probability of it stopping on the number 3? Bethy?
1 and 4.
Yeah, 1 out of 4. How'd you get that? Because there's 3 total sides.
Well, one of the faces is basically, 2 of one of the smaller sides.
Exactly.
So
Just pretty much the
essentially just
It's two
it's just half.
pieces.
It's like 50%.
I feel like
Yeah.
there's 2 ones.
Exactly. That's a good observation there. So this is a 1, and this is also a 1. So we need to divide it up into 4 equal spots for us to be able to figure this out. And then how many of them are the number 3? Well, it's just going to be this quarter right here. So 1 out of 4 would be my probability of it spinning and landing on a 3.
Here sideways, it looks like a little God Jesus,
Oh, yeah. All right, so you guys can continue working on your math homework. If you're done with your math homework, which I have a hard time believing, if you are actively engaging the entire class, then you can work on your science work. So go ahead and keep doing that. Keep working during this time, and I will come around and help you out. So raise your hand if you have a question. Ellen, I'm coming to you first. Yes. Yes.